Romelu Lukaku and Mateo Kovacic give the Blues their 600th Premier League win. Watch until the end of this review to hear all of my thoughts on yesterday's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my review of the match that took place yesterday evening at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League between Chelsea and Aston Villa, which Chelsea ended up winning by 3-0. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this review is that firstly, I'll be giving you guys the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of the match. I'll then be giving you guys my thoughts on the match itself, and I will be breaking it down into the first half and the second half, of course. And as always, I'll be giving you guys the positives and the negatives that I've taken from the match. And lastly, I'll be giving you guys my thoughts on Chelsea's upcoming UEFA Champions League match against Zenit St. Petersburg, which will be taking place next Tuesday at Stamford Bridge with kickoff at 8 p.m. UK time. So without further ado, let's get straight into this review. Let's do it. So as always, we kick things off by getting into the lineup that was fielded at the start of the match. And the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded was as follows. And as always, I'm going to start off with the formation. It was a 3-4-3/3-4-2-1 as we all expected. So let's just move on from that. And in terms of the personnel he chose to field, he went with Edouard Mendy in goal. He went with a back three of Trevor Chalobah, Thiago Silva and Antonio Rudiger. He went with a midfield four, including the two wing-backs from right to left of Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mateo Kovacic, Saul Niguez, and Marcos Alonso. And he went with a front three from right to left of Hakim Ziyech, Romelu Lukaku, and Kai Havertz. So that is the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of yesterday's match against Aston Villa. Now, getting into my thoughts on the first half, and I'll be completely transparent with you guys. I'll be completely honest, shall I say. It was a fantastic start to the match from us. We penned Aston Villa back. We caused them all sorts of problems. Our passing combinations were really helping us get through them. I have to say that Aston Villa were setting out to hit us on the counter-attack, and they did on certain occasions wait for us to make mistakes, and I'll get into that rather in a bit more detail when after I talk about the goal, which I'll talk about now. Great goal, great great movement, great goal from Romelu Lukaku, and you have to give Mateo Kovacic a lot of credit for the vision and the vision and the precision in which he showed by passing the ball in the way he did. It was a fantastic pass from Mateo Kovacic. Sorry for the little mix-up there, but yes, it found Romelu Lukaku very well. Romelu Lukaku then ventured into the box and cut inside and fired the ball into the bottom left corner with his right foot. Great goal. Jed Steer had no chance of saving it. You can definitely argue that his line of sight was blocked by Axel Tuanzebe. Who was it? I can't even remember who it was. But you can definitely argue that his line of sight was blocked by the defender that Romelu Lukaku beat to get his shot off. But yes, it was a fantastic goal. But after that, though, I did feel as though we made quite a few mistakes, especially in the middle of the park. And we were getting caught out very easily. But thankfully, though, our defenders and Edouard Mendy were on it whenever Aston Villa had an opportunity to get a goal. I also felt as though we gave up too many shots, but we weathered the storm. And in all honesty, I have to say that we didn't create too many chances in the first half. we only had 2 shots on target, and obviously one of them was the goal. The other one was from a shot that came from outside the box, um, from Hakim Ziyech, but that was it, to be honest. We didn't really create too many chances. Aston Villa were very aggressive in the first half, and you have to give them credit for that. They probably should have scored, and on another day, they probably would have. But you have to give our defenders and Edouard Mendy especially a lot of credit for the fact that we went into the interval with a lead, because like I said already, on another day we would have gone into halftime level, possibly even trailing. But yes, overall, not the best first half, but we went into halftime with the lead. And we move on to my thoughts on the second half. And honestly, what a fantastic start to the second half this was. It could not have been a better start to the second half, in my opinion. We were very aggressive. We came out of the blocks very quickly. Second goal, yes, it did come as a result of an error from Tyrone Mings, but you have to give Romelu Lukaku and Mateo Kovacic a lot of credit. Romelu Lukaku, who was trying to win the ball in the right wing position but didn't, he did force the player to pass it, and that's why I'm going to give him credit, and that's why I said you have to give him credit. And the Aston Villa player passed it back to Tyrone Mings, who then passed it towards the goalie, but the pass was not heavy enough, and that resulted in Mateo Kovacic getting onto the ball and dinking it over the goalkeeper to give Chelsea a 2-0 lead. And yes, it's a gift, but it's still a great finish, and you have to give Mateo Kovacic credit for the way he took it, because he had a lot to do considering where the goalkeeper was and how quickly he came out. You have to give him credit, but a great goal nonetheless. And after that, I felt as though we had full control of the game. Yes, you have to give Thomas Tuchel some credit as well, because he took Saunages off and brought on Jorginho. Personally, I didn't think that starting 2 number 8s was the right call for him to make, but he rectified it, and look what we did in the second half. We took control of the game. We had ample chances in the second half. Marcos Alonso had chances. Um, Kovacic also had some decent chances. Um, we saw a few tactical switches from Thomas Tuchel as well. I felt as though Kai Havertz was pretty quiet in yesterday's game, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I didn't think he was. I think he looked tired yesterday, but he didn't have too good a game yesterday. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. Romelu Lukaku didn't have too many chances, but I'm gonna get into the third goal because this was just the icing on the cake. Aspilicueta gets the ball in the right wing position, gets past their left wing back, if I'm not mistaken, and Aspilicueta saw that Timo Werner. Sorry, yeah, Aspilicueta saw that Timo Werner made a run that opened up space for Romelu Lukaku and then passed it to Romelu Lukaku. It was a great ball. And what does Romelu Lukaku do? He fires a beauty into the top left corner with his left foot, and that was game, set, and match Chelsea. There was nothing Aston Villa could have done at that point. But I'll be honest, Aston Villa did have some good chances in the second half. But we controlled the game, didn't really have too much to do, but from a defensive point of view, that is. But we did keep them at bay, more so in the second half than we did in the first half. I felt as though overall we had more control of the game. We did have some glorious chances of our own. We probably should have scored more than the three in which we did. But overall, I'd say that it was a deserved win on the basis that we took our chances and they didn't. But the performance, not the best, admittedly, but we got the job done. And in terms of the positives and the negatives that I've taken from the match, 2 positives, 1 negative. Starting off with the positives, as always, the first positive that I took from yesterday's match is the fact that we weathered the storm and killed them off. Yes, Aston Villa were very aggressive, and I'll say it again. On another day, they would have scored, but that's would have scored. Sorry, if you didn't hear me clearly the first time. But yes, that's the first positive that I took from yesterday's match. The second positive that I took from yesterday's match is the fact that we kept another clean sheet, and you have to give the entire team a lot of credit for that, especially when you consider the way Aston Villa played in the first half. But yes, another clean sheet for us. Sadly, there has to be a negative, and I think it's an obvious one. The only negative that I took from yesterday's match is the fact that we did give the ball away very cheaply at times and left ourselves open. And I know that a lot of Chelsea fans are pointing the finger at Saul Niguez. And yes, he did give the ball away on a few occasions in the first half, but you can understand why he wasn't at his brilliant best. And I'm certainly not going to give him too much stick or any stick at all because it was his first game in a Chelsea shirt, and I don't particularly agree with the fact that we started the game with two number eights. But yes, that was the only negative, and I'm certain that Thomas Tuchel will help Saul get better, and I'm sure that I'm sure that Saul Niguez will get better with time. But yes, that is it for my thoughts on yesterday's 3-0 win over Aston Villa. Please, guys, do drop your thoughts on yesterday's match in the comment section below, and as always, I will do my very best to respond. Now we conclude this review by talking about my thoughts on Chelsea's opening group stage game against Zenit St. Petersburg, which will be taking place next Tuesday at Stamford Bridge with kickoff at 8 p.m. UK time. Honestly, guys, I am very much looking forward to the return of the Champions League. I'm looking forward to seeing how we do in our opening game of our title defense, and it's going to be tough. Zenit St. Petersburg are a good side. I do believe that we can win, but it's going to be tough, and it's also going to be interesting to see. The fans back in the ground because we didn't have that at all in the Champions League, except for the final, of course. But yes, it will be nice to see the fans back at Stamford Bridge for a European game. But yes, that's all I can say for now. That is it for this review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you all very soon for some more videos. Come on, you Blues. Come on, Thomas Tuchel, and peace.